Hello and welcome back. Trying to get 2 in a row now. Playing the Carolina Panthers, who are 3-3. Let me see. You know I gotta pick my black.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's run down at about the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Mike, here we go. Wait, AD! They're running it.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Oh, shoot.
Now it's Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football.
You ain't going nowhere. We already hit the yoke guys.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does the secondary.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on football.
The pass specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Y'all can't stop him?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set
we ain't
up in
allowing
front
none
of
of
him.
that.
And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Nothing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, Newton.
Damn it.
That will be caught.
Why y'all didn't follow him, man?
Touchdown.
Shit.
DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
Oh, I should have kept
And his
going.
guys are able to strike for 6.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, How about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light.
Keep going, baby. Keep going, baby. You ain't got that much gas in you.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
There we go.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to the tailback. Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's get it.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, will see a game in the NFL 100 Series. A rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game. Later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead. And that should be a fun one. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Caught left side, Olsen.
4th down.
And I
4th down.
think he got there. No.
Thank you.
He's short by maybe
Shut
a
him
foot,
down.
maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform.
That's right. Shut him
Only
down.
9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Jakeem Grant.
Damn it. Forgot you ain't got a good
49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage.
That's right. Get off him.
Communicating well, too.
Get off him. Get off him.
And now look at
Get off
him go. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Let's make this happen.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll toss it to Breida.
Come on, get off.
And he'll be brought down
face mask
awkwardly here, and a late flag as well.
Face
I
mask.
think this one's going to be a face mask.
That's right.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's right. Damn right.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a toss
Plenty of business, man. Oh, get off me. Get off me.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one early.
Come on. Oh, you disrespectful. Oh, my goodness.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
All right, he tied. Let me see.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the
I shouldn't even do it that damn low.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Shit.
And he's going to be taken down right at the
And I
line.
hurt you. Damn.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Damn, man.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1 in the 2018 season.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Okay, cool.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Damn.
And maybe you try and find one of those special
How y'all letting them burn y'all?
players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Fuck.
Big pickup of 38. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now Newton on first down.
He ain't having none of that.
Hands of his receiver Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Back to throw. Newton.
No.
High throw, but the catch is made. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Newton. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete.
Damn.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Newton.
Come on. Don't let him get nothing.
And
Exactly.
Incomplete.
That 4-for-4 shit
the one
over.
he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Nothing.
It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
You ain't get. Oh,
They
that's
become
right.
just as
4th
critical
down.
to the passing attack
I seen that
as a
play.
lot of receivers, tight
That wasn't
ends,
slick.
because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at
winning
halftime,
right
play
now,
like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, 57.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
I might just air it out.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Russell Wilson, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just 1 game coming in.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to
Look at
seize
this
momentum
out
to
there
begin
by
the
itself,
half.
man.
What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Neutralize your ass.
Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain.
Gotcha.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, shit. Didn't even go. There we go. Shit.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly.
Oh, he held him. Oh!
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
We're going to get this first down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Told you.
Got it. Haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Any team that successfully runs a toss play cannot do it with an offensive line that can't move. You've got to have mobile players, especially those tackles, who can move laterally and seal the edge in order for the back to get upfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Yeah, get off.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards.
I picked him up. Yeah, I did good, boy. Got rid of that other
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Oh, shoot.
Garoppolo lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
This fool.
And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. Boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going. Oh, you ain't going nowhere.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 3rd down.
Oh, man.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, they run again. It's
shit, I didn't see that.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
All right, try it.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football?
Yes, 4th down.
First and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Choke.
Chess is one way to go. Yeah,
choke.
I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 15.
All right, kid.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective,
I picked your ass up. Hell yeah, earn that motherfucking paycheck.
Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
That's right.
Big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Good pickup. Good pickup.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side.
Oh, you didn't even pick up your block,
and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10. So what's your...
Oh, what the fuck, man?
It's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton.
All by his damn self.
Olsen, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Thank you.
Big loss here as he's taken
What a
down.
gift. That ain't nothing but a gift. Is everybody
He's
covered?
the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On second, a long way to go. Newton.
And we saved the clock.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people get a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Save the clock. There you go. He ain't going nowhere. Save the clock. Thank you. That's right.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Come on, Grant.
And here he's got Grant.
That's right. He's going to work this spot. He's going to win this one.
To the 30.
We ain't in no rush.
Really nice gain of 25 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle over the middle of the field.
Oh, now y'all want to
call.
use the first of their
timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one
running
there
back
after giving up the
Scared
first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21. Here we go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
Garoppolo's getting scared now, huh?
He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. 3rd down here. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy for the opportunity to put points on the board. Give credit to the guys on the defensive side.
They're not going to kick no field goal. You can get that. We ain't allowing that.
Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he'll get this up really close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
2 timeouts.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt at 47. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's all you, baby.
Now Garoppolo is going to float this over the middle deep.
Shit, no, it's not all you.
Incomplete.
They expected that.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up.
Oh, you on fire now?
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Oh, he got hit.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Shit, ain't no way I'm going to give it to him now. No, that's too close.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Shit, ain't but 5 seconds left. Damn
Garoppolo
right.
go on 4th down. Good one, able to haul it in.
We win!
He's in!
Yes!
Are you kidding me?
Yes!
The most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do it in the final play.
Yeah!
And that score
Yes!
in this time frame,
Yes!
it's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it?
Yes,
Out of nowhere, almost it appears.
That's how you win the game.
How about that
Last
score?
5
Finishes
seconds
like
left
this,
on the clock.
this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad
Game
that we
over.
got to be here to watch this one.
The extra point is
Game
good
over.
on the final play of the game.
We did that.
They walk away with a victory. Well, a
We
little
did
drama
that.
there at the end, but really this thing was already decided.
did
The late
that.
points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game,
Look,
they
he
knew what they
mad.
had to do.
Man, fuck
Just make sure you don't
man, I'm
fumble
out.
the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
We got 2 in a row.
So for San Francisco,
I
they
smashed
fall
him.
a game under 500
I
now
came
with 3
back.
up and 4 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina,
We did
they
that.
fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
Hell
at
yeah.
home next week.
Look, dominate. Damn, 4
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hell yeah.
And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
We did that. Thank you for watching. I did that. Yes. Anybody missed that, you need to see the instant replay. Smashed them at the last spot.